Good morning, everyone, and welcome back. This morning is a little bit of a showdown. First of all, my name is Leslie, if you haven't been here before. And today I'm experimenting because I myself have not done a comparison video yet. So today seemed like the good day to do it. Why not, right? All crafting is one big experiment. Sometimes gone right, sometimes gone wrong. For today's experiment, we are going to compare a Minc hot foil system to using the same products with our laminator. Okay, so let's get started. I'll bring you down to the desktop. There we go. And the first one we are going to try is our Minc. But first I want you to know that I am using Pink and Main foilables. So with the Minc, it is a machine that uses foilables. And what that means is that it's toner ink on these sheets. So this sheet has toner ink. That is the black, of course, you know that. And when you heat up the toner ink with, hang on one second, this foil, the cheer foil, whoops, sorry, I'll show you this side. It then adheres to wherever the black is. So you have a white sheet here that will have black words. And you have a black sheet here that will have rainbow color where the black is, or silver and red, I guess, and white where the words are. So the exact opposite of each other. Now, some people have asked me, can I use glimmer foil or others with the toner sheets in the Minc? And the answer is no. Cheer foil is made a special way so that it works with toner. Glimmer foil is made, or hot foil is made to work by heat on cardstock and so forth, okay? So let me put this away. And let me rephrase that. No, it has not worked for me. There's the rephrase. Using the glimmer foil in the Minc. I tried it twice. It did not work. And I stopped there. If you wish to experiment and try different things, go right ahead. Okay? Now, the other thing that I am using is Scotch laminating pouches. And you will see why in a moment. Let me move those back there and turn on our Minc. Give it some power. Turn it on. There are, whoops, sorry. I want it on the third setting. Okay. There are many settings on here. Let me see if I can hold it backwards. Sorry. Okay. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I have it on 3 because that is the most common setting, and it is the one that I want to use. I have chosen to use this. Whoops. I'm going to set this one aside. Maybe it's stuck there. There we go. This combination of Wild About You and Your Roarsome for my words, okay? So what I am doing, I am simply going to take a piece of this printer paper, place, let me put this up here, my paper onto, or my words onto here, fairly close together, and think of it this way. When you're doing this, shiny side up, the side that you want to see, the patterned side goes up. Okay, so there we go. Just close it down. I am just using a simple piece of copy paper. It does come, oops, with its own plastic shield, and I'm going to place the copy paper inside of that. I am going to make sure that both the folds are at the same position. And just like I would with my laminator, I am going to send it through with the fold first. And here we go, guys. Let's see what happens. Okay. Here we go. It is not a slow machine. It is not a fast machine. I would say it's just, I don't know. I think it's a great machine. It seems to go through at a good speed for me. And it seems that the speed is enough to get everything done that I want it to do. So here we go. All right. It's just coming through and we're just waiting. And now we are going to just wait out the machine for another second or two. All right, guys, it has popped out and we're going to open it up and see what we got. Here we go. Oh, I'll show you what happens when you don't use a white sheet, like a paper. You get a little bit of overfeed, I guess. So that's on my folder, but it doesn't matter. Let's see if this worked. I think it did. And the reason that I think it did is because you can see the outline. So let's give this a pull. There we go. Now look. Let me show you something first and explain something, and then I'll show you our results. This is what's left. You could neatly trim these off and put them onto a full sheet of foilable, like on a full black sheet or toner sheet, and use it as in a card. So waste not, want not. And here is the results. I'm going to use my paper again of our foiling. Isn't that just gorgeous? Trim it down neatly and it'll be great on a card. Now, there is something else that I want to try today. And we're going to try it in both machines, but since this one is heated up, we're going to move on and do the second experiment, okay? So this one is done. And let's grab this. This is simply a package of sparkle sand, and I believe I got it at, it was either Michael's or the dollar store, but I believe it was Michael's. And what I have done is I have placed it onto this paper. 3 different colors of it, and I'm just going to grab my scissors here and very carefully mix it all up, and you will see why in just a moment. I want a nice mix in there. There we go. I may not need this much, but I wanted to make sure I had enough to start with. So this is sparkle sand. There we go. And what I am doing is I am going to make a bookmark. So I have my piece of toner or laminator paper here, sheet. And what I did was I cut it at 2 inches wide, and I believe this is the longer one. So let me double check. I have some books that are very tall, so I wanted a longer one, by 7 inches long. And what I am going to do is grab one more sheet I forgot, in case I'm making a mess. I guess not in case, it's kind of like glitter, right? It goes everywhere. And I'm going to open up my bookmark, just like so. And what I'm going to do is take this sheet and just very carefully start putting in some of the sand. I am not worried about it going to the edges. It will still laminate through it, I believe, but we will find out. All right, I'm going to set this to the side, leaving it folded up. So there we go. Now we are going to close this up. And there we go. Hang on a moment, hang on. Going to grab a simple feathered paintbrush, and I'm just going to clean out the top. I don't want it up there. But that is me. If you don't mind it up there, go for it. It's not that it's going to hurt it in any way, shape, or form. I just don't want it up there. This project could take some practice in getting it where you want it, but that's okay. I truly believe that every craft, old, new, all over the internet, whatever, takes practice to get it the way that you like it. All right, and once again, I am going to take my sheet. I am going to put it in here. Now, keep in mind, I have never done this. So, I do not know what the results, will be. Okay? I just know that the price of bookmarks lately has left me cringing. I also know that if I wanted to, I could cut out items with my Cricut and put them in there. Seasonal items, whatever you want. You could cut out words, you could stamp on the inside and run it through. You could do whatever you want. But today I am using some of that sand, and we are going to just run this through and see what the results are. Hoping for the best, okay, guys? Here we go. Let's try this and see what happens. 1, 2, 3. I just push it enough that I feel the rollers catch it, and then I'm hands off. Alrighty, after this, we are going to try both things with my laminator. And then we'll do a comparison. We'll see how they turn out. I hope you guys are having a great day. I hope that once in a while you too try some experiments and see what happens, right? Just keep in mind all the safety factors and, go for it. I don't know that I would necessarily let a child use this machine. It is getting very hot at the top. Not hot enough to burn, but probably not hot enough for me to to be comfortable to leave a child to use this laminating system. All right. So let's pull it out. Oh, no, not yet. Wait for it to spit it out, Leslie. There we go. And we'll just reach back here, turning it off. This button here that you see is a release. So if it ever got stuck inside, you hold this button and give a gentle pull, and it will release it. Now, I'm plugging it and placing it aside to cool. Just give me one moment. There we go. And let's see if the Minc system can be used for bookmarks. I am very excited to see this. It worked, guys, but it's got some funny bubbling. I don't know how else to describe it. See the bubbles? And I don't know if that's because it's sand or if it's the system itself. That is a good question. Am I pleased with it? We'll see. We will see. All right, let's move on. I do not use this pouch with my laminator. It did not come with it, so I do not recommend doing so. I will grab the laminator here. And I am sorry, I misquoted. Let me try again. The button on the back of the Minc is forward and reverse. I'm sorry. I would set it to reverse out if something did get stuck. So this is a Weber laminator. And I'm just going to turn it on, set it to 3. It too has the forward and reverse on it. And I'm just going to set it there and leave it to heat up and get ready my foils here. And I'm going to do it the exact same way, minus the plastic pouch, because it is not used in the laminator. Okay, so here we go. Your Roarsome, Wild About You, maybe a little bit closer together. Face up and close. Okay, our laminator was definitely ready quicker. So there is that to it. Now, if you're thinking you want a pouch and you're going to use a lamination pouch, that won't work. Remember that, because it will seal it. So let's just put this through. 1, 2, 3. I can feel it grab, and we'll see if it works. It is definitely a bit quicker than the Minc machine, but I'm not sure if that's good or bad. So let's see. Once again, I feeded my fold through first, so it went through this way. That does not feel hot. Oh, guess what? We have success. There we go. So once again, we have the sheet that we could use on a full sheet of toner. And we have the words that we can use. So yes, indeed, you could, if your laminator gets hot enough, try foiling with just your laminator and the cheer foil. That makes me happy. So I could use either one depending what I'm doing. If you want to see a comparison, we can do that. Let's have a look here. Okay, I will say that they look pretty well exactly the same. So let's give you a close-up here. Laminator, Minc. In person, without the lights and the camera and everything, they look the same. So very pleased with that. Now on to the second part of our experiment. And I do want to say that this one is getting warm also, but like I said, probably not a tool you want children using without supervision. Now this one is a bit smaller. It's a 2-inch by, I believe I cut it at 2 by 7. Oh, wait a moment. And this one was the 2 by 6. So this is the smaller one, which we're still not sure what's going on there. And this one here is the longer one. And for this one, I'm simply using glitter. Just some glitter from the dollar store. You know, the kids had some to use in Nan's craft room. And now Nan's trying to use the rest of it up. So that's the way that goes. And now we're very carefully going to spread glitter. There we go. Okay, and I'm just going to set it over there. And I'm going to grab my paintbrush and kind of give it a good spread out here. Doesn't need to be perfect, but it definitely needs to be spread out. Then I'm just going to take and remove some of the stuff that I don't want there. I'm going to close it up. And we are going to see if we get the same bubble effect, because glitter, of course, is finer than you would find your sand to be. And I am wondering if the sand was too thick and that's how we got the bubbles. One thing about glitter, once it's down, it sticks. I'll show you. It sticks really well, so you're going to have glitter at the edges, but that's okay. I don't mind. These are experiments that I'm just going to use in my books, like my cookbook for recipes and stuff. Alrighty. Let's bring it forward and we'll see what happens if we get the bubbling with just glitter. I do find the laminator is a bit faster than the than the Minc system, but that's okay. Not everything is about speed. So we are now done with the laminator. We are going to pull it and move it aside so we can get on with the bookmark. allow those to cool down there. And let's see what happened with the bookmark. It too has bubbling. Isn't that weird? I am not sure what caused that. I am going to watch a few videos to figure it out. However, that being said, I must say that once I figure it out, once I experiment some more and get rid of the bubbles, okay, that appear in the bookmarks, I am going to go ahead, like I probably have too much glitter. I could cut that in half. Like I said, this is an experiment, a first try. Now that I know that it works, I will work on getting it to the point that I would want it. Okay? It may not be always glitter or always sand. It may turn into using, like I said, stamps, scrapbook paper, stuff cut from the Cricut, anything that you like to put in here. I think that I would like to, come spring, get a beautiful flower and press it into here and seal it and see what happens. But experiment-wise, it sealed well, both of them, both the sand and the glitter. This one being done in the Minc and this one being done in the laminator. Okay, now to finish these off, I am going to, grab these two tools. If you don't have these, don't worry about it. I have them and I'm going to use them. And I am going to, first of all, do my corners. Oops, I need to open this up. It just opens up like this. This is a crocodile corner chomper, it's called. That's a mouthful and a half. And you just slide the corner right in like that. And you push and you get a beautiful corner on your bookmark. It is nice and simple to use. Whoops, I didn't get that one quite the way that I wanted. There we go. I'll show you again. Into there and chomp. And you get some nice corners. Now, there is a second side, and that one was called, what was that one called? Scallop. And the second side is called cloud. So for the glitter, I am going to use cloud, and I just simply turn this over. Oh, come on, cloud, you can do it. There we go. And that is the corner that you're going to get with cloud. Let me see. Oh, there. No. There you go. It looks like, it's hard to show you. Just hang on one moment. I'll do the other three corners. And then I'll see if I can find a way to show you. It is much finer than the scalloped edge, which makes it very hard to show you. I need a piece of black paper is what I need. Give me 1 second. Thank goodness for scrap pins. There we go. Now you can see it. So that one is called Cloud. And this one is called Scallop. And now you can really see the bubbles. And I think it's because if I had used less glitter, I probably wouldn't have gotten them on here. And the sand, of course, is thicker, and that might be part of that problem. Now, I'm going to take my hole punch, and I have got it set right there. And this too is a crocodile hole punch. And I am just going to, oh, come on. This is the only part about this I find hard, is getting this little piece to move. I am going to put this into here, right to there. I'm going to, actually, I want to put first, where are you? There you are. I have a fine tip black marker, and I'm going to put it on here and just find the middle. There we go. And now I can punch it out with the middle. No, that's too far down. I am going to bring it closer. There we go. That might be better. Oh, much better. Okay. Let's make sure we're at the middle there. There we go. Punch. We have our hole. And for this one, since I used the pink, I am using pink ribbon. And in order to do this, I just take my ribbon, fold it in half, scrunch my ends together, put them through the hole, and then I pull. And there we go. Now we have a nice short ribbon on there. I don't like long ribbons on my bookmarks. I find, well, having a cat, I do find that he likes to chew them. So short ribbons are better in my case. And there we go. There's one done. And I'm going to do the same thing for this one. These are so easy. If you have a laminator, laminating pouches, my goodness, kids could even color in little pictures, and you could put them in here and laminate them, and they could have their own personalized bookmarks, right? I wouldn't go probably more than 2 inches wide, but that again is your choice. So we've got the hole punched, and with this one I'm just using white because I really don't have a color to match the gold. So white it is. Okay, we're just gonna give that a scrunch, pass it through. If you wanted, you could seal the end of your ribbon with some no frill. I am out, but you know, I will get some and seal it before the children get their hands on these, because I know that's where they're going to go. So there we go. We have learned that we can foil. Let me grab in both the Minc system and our laminator. There we go. And they will come out about equal. Now the Minc system was a bit slower, but that's okay too, right? We have discovered we can make bookmarks. Now this didn't laminate perfectly. it's now coming loose around the glitter, and I think that's my fault. I think less glitter would have been better, and I don't think that sand was the right choice because I think it's too thick. It's much thicker. It seems weird to say that sand is thick, but it is thicker than glitter. However, they are sealed on the edges, so that's all that matters. I will use them for now till I perfect something and make ones that I really do enjoy. Like I said, crafting's an experiment. So if you have a laminator, go ahead and pick up some of these foilables from Pink and Mean and see what you can create. Foiling is so much fun. It's so simple to add to scrapbooking, to add to cards, to add to decor for your wall, whatever you want to do. I hope you guys have a great day. I hope you have discovered something that you want to try. And I wish you all the best. Take care, and we'll talk again soon. Bye.